Hi everyone, my project is called Nexus, Bridging Generations and Cultures. I'll start my presentation by introducing the theme of my project. So it is about equity and inclusion. For me, equity is when you wake up every morning, you feel like you are valued by the society. We are differentiated by the language we speak, color of our skin, the gender, and the convention of the society. Most of the time we are restrained in a cage or net, or this refers to our small group, zone, or even more by ourselves. With all the existing conventions and the barriers of the society, although we are curious or wish to know or join a new group, it has been repressed. So what can we do as an architect to be the man with the scissors to help people or ourselves to break the barrier and get connected with the outer world and with other people? The book called The Great Good Place by Ray Oldenburg introduced a third place which is a hangout where you can relax and be yourself with no responsibilities. It's separate from home or work and convenient enough to visit regularly. It's free or inexpensive. A conversation is the main activity. Everyone is welcome, but it is also a familiar sport where, as the song goes, everyone knows your name. With his concept, I had some explorations and experiments on creating a universal language to make connections of people with different backgrounds, races, gender, and age, then interpret to my design. The movie Terminal, which I have already introduced in the previous assignment, talked about a man who cannot go back to his own country and stuck in the airport, has been through those 5 stages and finally feel sense of belonging in that space, which we can learn in our project. And then the Kubi House for the culture and movement, they have built a public space for different groups of people and made such an inclusive space for people to connect with each other. There are a few issues that we have explored in our previous research about our site. It is too commercial, lack of activities, lack of connections. The aim of our project is to create a public space that is sociable, collaborative, flexible, adaptive, and using universal language to interpret all things above. So regarding to our site, there are all those different kind of people living or walking around, and they are the main users that will be benefit from it. Different people have different needs. There are different activities happening in those small boxes representing their interests or what they need. In our site, I want to make a multifunctional public space where your body and mind are activated to promote a more healthy life for everyone, regardless of age, race, ability, or interest, creating links between people that wouldn't otherwise connect with each other. To explore the universal language, I came up with the idea of interpreting 5 senses to create a universal language. Considering the scope and the size of our site, I kind of shrink down the program and replace the taste by the mind, which represented by the heart icon here, and kind of put all those senses alternately in the building. And this is how the senses link to ourselves, and through this is the project vision. People are welcome to the center. Maybe we don't speak the same language, but we have the same interest. And through activities, people will get along with each other and kind of find their interest and enjoy the community. This is the site accessibility and what happening around it. There will be residential, commercial, industrial, and education zoning around our site. And we're gonna build a space that will benefit all those people. And there are some mapping diagrams shows how the site is connected, the greenery, the compact residential space, and how our site will activate the surrounding zone. There are some considerations on how the building will be formed and what it has to have. First, shape the building building form to match or reflect the surrounding landscape or buildings and allow multiple entrances. Second, curate a community destination and active flow, both in micro and macro. Then promote wayfinding and visibility to welcome people. Finally, create natural amenity and recall or extend the park. This is the program going on our site. There will be art workshops, sports areas, including skateboarding, climbing, yoga, and dancing. Probably balls like squash. For vision, there will be performance art, temporary art exhibitions, and there are probably gonna be some interactional installations, like kind of belongs to exhibition space, but just for people to explore and interact. Then for hearing, there will be music club and temporary music show as well. As I want to build a nature-friendly space as well as record the park will have the nature inside the wall. There will be lots of greenery in the building. There will be roof garden, internal garden, all those kind of greeneries, so people can smell the nature and feel the nature. For the mind, there will be quiet zones and meditation spaces, and all those activities above are serves for mind certifications and brings people's heart closer. Then this is just a small diagram showing our aim. What we want to do is to connecting people's heart together. Then we come to the concept of our design. Of my design. So I wanted to create an internal garden or central garden space. As our site is just next to the main road, the internal garden probably gonna prevent people from the noisy traffic, and people can enter the garden from either direction of the building. And regarding to the zoning, pink area will be the activated sports space and child playground for family space as well. The red one will be the art space, more artful space like workshop, exhibition, interactional like installation, and as well as music hub. This is the general circulation of those two spaces. As there are few trees on our site, considering the original typology and plans, we're gonna modify the shape of the building and creating different outdoor gathering space and different entrances throughout the building. After modifying the shape of the building, we're gonna connect those two spaces to integrated circulations so that people can choose which part of the space they want to. And this shows the detailed journey throughout the ground floor of the building. As the ground floor will be mainly art exhibition space, there will be different entrances and different spots or different points for gathering and guide to other zone of the building. And this shows the vertical concept of the program. So for the red one are the artful space like exhibition, art workshop will be above it. The top two floor will be music club and music practice room. For the sports area, there will be different sports activities happening on ground and first floor, and child playground on top of it. Then we come to the massing of a site. I have considered note down part of the industrial warehouse and using this area facing the Wentworth Park, ensuring people have good views in the community center. And creating internal garden and other outdoor gathering spaces. Offset the building regarding to the plants on the site, and creating roof gardens on each levels of the building to let people engage in nature. And this is the vertical circulation showing the staircases and elevators. So there will be 3 main vertical transport. One for the sports zone here going up, and two for the art gallery and art space. And the right line shows the circulation or the journey throughout the building. This is an illustration of the sports and child playground zone. So people can enter on the ground floor here with few activities on the ground floor, going up from this staircase to more sports and family or child playground. You can see there are dancing, climbing, and the skateboard as well, so on. Then we come to the plan of the building. So on the ground floor, number 1 is the art space, 2 is the semi-outdoor space. You can see from here the preserved tree, and the number 4 is internal garden. You can enter from each point of the building. Number 3 is the sports area. You can see there is an example of the squash court and amenity rooms, climbing area. So for the art exhibition zone, there are multiple entrances to ensure people can start anywhere of the exhibition. I kind of want to create a journey from the ground floor. There will be signs guiding people to different spaces, like here to the sports zone, or here up straight up to the art workshop on the first floor, or straight up to the 3rd floor music club. But if people come to this place with no particular reason and just hang out, they can kind of choose to start the journey from any point. The whole point of the exhibition zone is not only just for art exhibition like painting or sculptures. There will be some interactional installations that entertain people and help them to explore what they are interested in, and then directing them to the right space to explore more. The right and the left and right staircases are ensuring people from coming from different entrances can enjoy the whole journey. For example, a person enter from the right semi-outdoor spaces. There will be signs showing the sports zone and the journey. They choose to start the journey, they can enter from here and throughout the journey to the left staircase and going up to the 1st floor. On the 1st floor, they can have a look of the art workshop to see if they want to join in or explore. If they don't want, they can keep going from this bridge to the other side. Along the bridge, along the wall of the bridge, so there will be temporary like kind of board on it. People can draw on it or write on it to community with different kind of people in their own ways. Then they can choose to go up or to the sports zone to explore more. Going up to the 2nd floor, there will be a huge staircase connecting to the Wentworth Park. So there will be some more workshop areas, rooms here, and child playground center, and more exhibition rooms. But the bridge can connect our building to the Wentworth Park, attracting people from this direction to our side. And along this bridge, there can be temporary outdoor market to sell people's work or whatever they want to sell, and to extend the exhibition as well if they want. And there will be some gathering points, sitting areas, and nice viewpoint as well. Going up to the 3rd floor, is the music club. There are some small practice rooms and open spaces just for people to play music together, like randomly. and there are some outdoor seating areas or the roof gardens. There will be a huge slide in the sports area for like not only just for child, for any age if they want to play with it. And the third one, number 3 here, is a cafe with nice views. Going up to more sittings and outdoor sittings for the cafe. And for the music hub, there will be a huge open space on top level for a small scaled music show or some like temporary like large group of practicing here. Then this is the perspective section. Showing how the space is used. You can see the art workshop here. Have a view of the gallery here and the bridging outdoor as well. The circle one is the space that I'm gonna explore in the physical model later. So this is the material I'm gonna use mainly in my project. So the brick wall recording the surrounding buildings, and the hollow brick walls for like lighting, play with light, and like internal gardens as well, and the wires for the fence or the facade with the plants, and some timber floors or wall panels as well. This is the conceptual model. So you can see there are ceilings there. There will be a huge tree here, which I didn't put there, but there will be the original, like there will be a tree there, and some sitting areas, people like reading. The other side entrance to the like more inside outdoor space away from the traffic. This is the view from the top. Some art installations here, and this is the indoor space bridge area. Like you can have the look. And this is the end of my presentation. Thank you. And later others are just my panels. You can see the bridging and the conceptual drawings and montage. This is the second page of the panel and the last one. Thank you.